Morning, how we doing? It's good to have you here. It's Wednesday. She said thinking, it's bad enough, isn't it, remember what day it is without them throwing in a bank holiday. Oh, just a regular Monday as my life is turning out to be, which is a great place for me to be. So enjoy the blue sky that we have behind us, no big black clouds like we had yesterday, and then just bear with us now while everybody's just logging in and joining us. So just enjoy this moment of stillness. Good morning, June. Just waiting for everybody to log in and join us. Beautiful here today. If not a tad warm, I'll be honest with you, if not a tad warm. Oh, and relax. I've got my cuppa. All's good in my world if I've got my cup of tea with me. Always wonderful. I've just been putting the bird food out as well. So we may have a couple of birds join us at some point. We shall see. Yeah, they will or they won't. Come and say good morning if you're with us. Morning, Sandra. How are you? Mindfulness this afternoon, Miss Sandra, is at 1:30 if you're able to join us. I got the time confirmed. That's on Zoom. That's on there. I've reposted it as well this morning with the link as well. Anybody wants to join us, it's a free session. It's an hour session on Zoom. I'm doing it in association with Making Space. So it's a really nice kind of 20 minutes is all catching up. And then the last part is a really nice long meditation. So if anybody wants any relaxation this afternoon, that is the place to come. Hello, my lovely Claire. Good to have everyone with us, it really is. So today we're going to be talking about focus. But bear with us while everybody's logging in. It always just takes a couple of minutes while they're logging in. I shall show you my beautiful view. I know some of you have seen this before. Oh, that's good, Sandra. I look forward to seeing you later. I'll even remember to let you in. Now I know that's what I need to do. See, they put me in charge of all these things, of letting people in, and I haven't got a clue I need to do that. Beautiful, isn't it? It's very relaxing. There we go. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Lane. There we go. Bear with us. There we are. Oh, beautiful. That's Miss Shelley. How are you, gorgeous lady? You okay, my darling? I miss seeing you, Shells. I miss you. People you're used to seeing. Hey, Emma G's here. Jean's here too. This is lovely. We're just holding on a moment just while we're waiting for everyone to catch up and log in. I'm bordering on becoming quite hot, just letting you know that. Ooh. Hi, Anna. Good for you to be here, thank you. Or good of you to be here, sorry. And good for you to be here. Bit of both. Thank you, everyone. What a beautiful day today, isn't it? Stunning. It's really still as well. I could just do with, I'll be honest with you. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Bev. I could just do with, I'll be honest with you, a little breeze. Hi, Diane. If I keep my top, it says, do what you love and love what you do. That's how I'm feeling today. You can tell I'm feeling in a better place, can't you? Dun, da, da, da. Oh. I get that, absolutely. Cheryl, I get that. Hi, Mum. Ah, Jean, how are you doing? I get that, Shelley. It's totally, sometimes we need to just take some time. I did that over the weekend and the bank holiday Monday. I think that was why I was a little sluggish as well yesterday, trying to get my head back into doing what I do, which is what I love. I'm going to, just bear with me a second, I'm going to go and close that back door because Bud's just gone out. So I'm going to just let him stay out for a little while. Enjoy the sunshine. Bear with me one sec. Hi, Linda. I'm back. Hi, everyone who's joined in between. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Melanie. Linda's here. Wonderful. Sorry, I've put his bed outside, so I thought he could sit outside. We'll see. He either will or he won't. He'll either bark or he won't. I spoke to our lovely man next door. He's not going to use any of his drilling equipment just for the next half hour. Council aren't about to do the road. It's weird. Nobody's trying to distract us today. Right. That's funny. Emma didn't go to sleep. Played the Sims 4 on the PS4 instead. I like it. I will try my best, Emma, with our meditation to send you to sleep. Still got my head, not got my head around that. Right. So I wanted today, hi Phil, I wanted today to talk to you about focus. So kind of where I was yesterday, I had a head full of lots of, I'm going to be honest with you, positive things. Hi Jackie, hi June. Lots of positive things that needed doing, but because they needed doing, it felt quite overwhelming and I wasn't too sure how to do, I'm still not too sure how to do quite a lot of them. I'd been kind of asked a lot of questions that needed some answers to, which actually I have got the answers, but when they're all sent to you at the same time, it just feels like, what do I do? So I wanted, and I know I've touched on this before, but I wanted to talk about how do we get a little bit of focus leading on from yesterday. Hi Denise. Because we were talking about mindfulness being that place where we can just stop and pause and allow our mind to just kind of tinker away, but like a computer in the background, tinkering away. So it's not all in the forefront feeling overwhelmed. So what I did yesterday, which is what I said I was going to do, is I brought my table outside. And it wasn't as nice a day as it is today. It was cooler actually, which I'll be honest with you, was quite a relief. And I got my big scrapbook out. Morning Melanie. I got my big scrapbook out and I did some mindfulness. I just sat here and went through some magazines, cut some things out, tore some things out. Morning Stacey. And started to do a couple of pages. In fact, shall I go and get them? I'm expecting you to answer me. I've just realised you can't because it's not an actual class, is it? You can talk to me. So I'm going to go with, you all went, yeah. If you didn't, tough. So bear with me a second. Hi Stacey, hi Karen. 1 minute. I was chuckling away. Chuckling away to myself then. Thank you everybody. Let's go and get it. Because just chuckling away to myself, I'm like, you just go and get it, Nick. You can always ask, I'm going, no, but you go and get it. So, this is what I kind of did yesterday. I was like ripping out and tearing it. And this is going to be not huge amounts for you, I know, because it's back to front, but you get the general idea. But for me, it was about doing something that I don't necessarily have to think about. What I was doing was just flicking through magazines, and anything that I looked at, I thought, I like that. It didn't necessarily have to make sense in my head right there and right then. Sometimes you do it and you think I've got a specific thing in mind, which is what I got to eventually. But to start off with, it was just like, I like that saying. So I thought, oh, this was quite apt yesterday. I know it's back to front, so I'll read it out. But I want it now. I thought, that's very much me. I want it now. I want my puppy now. I want my job now. I want this now. And then, let's have a look. What did I go with? Oh, this one. I like this. I love that I have the opportunity to portray such powerful women. This was about an actress. But I just thought I'm really lucky with who I work with, that I get to work with you there's incredible men as well as incredible female, but I do an empowering female class as well, that you absolutely and truly teach me so much, which I'm then able to take on board and then help other ladies and gents. So I just loved that one, that I'm very lucky that I get to work with the people that I work with. Reset, reboot, reset, reboot and recharge, which I thought was fab. So I thought what I would do with some of these is look at putting these words around the classes that I do. So real strength, bounce back to your best self, break free from the energy drains. Now, these are all of the things that we all talk about, isn't it, in class? So they were just some of the ones that I pulled out yesterday. I've got all kinds here. I'm going to end up wearing these, aren't I? There you go. Stop fretting, start living. So the ones that I did yesterday, get to the point, Nick, get to your point. Sleep well. So I did 2 yesterday. They're not finished, but I thoroughly enjoyed doing them. So I did that one, which was about the mindfulness, and I will go through it with you. So let go of stress, mindful ways to live your life well, positive thinking, quieten your inner critic, restore your strength, well-being, your daily dose of calm, escaping. So I thought I would use all of the different words that I thought would associate with mindfulness. So that's the one I did there. And then I did this one here. You get the general gist. This is about better sleep. So this works, sleep, relaxes body and mind for a restful night's sleep, bedtime stories, breathe deeply, dream peacefully, sleep naturally. This works, deep sleep, better you, fall asleep fast and naturally and wake up refreshed. So I started off not having a theme. I just had it in my head that I'd do things with classes. And then the next one, I didn't get very far with. Justin arrived home at this point, we had lunch. I didn't carry on after lunch. But this particular one was a well-being one. So again, I'll put words around. I'll probably carry it on over there as well, and I'll probably do an I Am I Can or an empowering female one over there. So I just thoroughly loved it. I can't make my mind up if putting them outside's actually made this barking worse. Hey ho. And that's my book. Be happy. I know I'm loving the one that Em's doing at the moment. A happy book, loving that. So thank you for that, Emma, because that was really good timing. So that's what I did yesterday. I actually had a focus on something which was totally different to what was in my head. And by doing that, that just allowed my head, like I said, just to tick over, but without me focusing and thinking about those questions and focusing on what needed doing. So I did that. I then had my lunch, had a little siesta, as one does, and then after that I spent a good couple of hours writing some notes up. Costings, what kind of classes do I want to do, what kind of workshops do I want to do, how long will they run for, how long are they going to be, how many weeks over, how long can I carry on doing the walk and carry on doing the mindfulness. It's no wonder I was in a tiz, is it? So I was looking, because I've managed to find that space in between by doing something mindfully, plus with the meditation that we did as well yesterday. I tell you what I did put on. I just put one of my favourite albums on, which is from Six, the musical, because I know it inside and out. It doesn't uplift me. I just love it. And I just sat and listened to that. So I was listening to something rather than my head, and I was looking at positive words. And that can be the same if you're doing gardening. So actually, I often have the radio on, or you could listen to the birds, and actually you're looking at something positive. I'm just looking at, do you know what he's doing? Because I've put him outside. He stood in the middle of my garden, which he knows full well he's not allowed to go in. He might as well just look up at me now, mightn't he, and just go, put me outside. He's just a monkey, is that Budley Price. Literally, he knows he's not allowed in that garden. He's just trampling through it. Who needs ferns, mummy? Let's just walk through here. So naughty. So beautiful, but he's so naughty. So, morning, Leon. So for me, it's about sometimes if we're trying to focus too much, what that does is gives you a head full of stuff to think about. Sometimes we have to almost focus on just one thing at a time. So that's what I started doing yesterday. And that one thing, it could be actually, as Emma was saying, it could be on a PlayStation, it could be colouring in, it could be gardening, it could be knitting, it could be crafting, it could be watching these sessions, it could be just listening to a meditation session, it could be just being outside having a cup of tea. But if you give yourself that permission to unplug from the mind and just focus on the one thing that's actually not necessarily related to what's in your mind. Or we could break it down, as I'm starting to do now, put it on a piece of paper and tackle each one individually. Because the way I look at it in my head, it's almost like if you got a to-do tray and you tipped it upside down and you've got this mound of stuff on your desk, that is what's in your head. So it's how do you, sometimes that pile just gets bigger and bigger and you're just thinking, I'm not going to find the energy to start that from, excuse me, Budley Price. Oi, off my garden. So nice. That's what happens when I leave him outside, isn't it? Sorry, everybody. At least I'm having a domestic, I'm just having an argument with my dog. By the way, he will win, he always wins. So it's about focusing on one thing at a time. So it could be if you've got a particular task that needs to be done, or you want to do, you want to I don't know, start a fitness regime or something like that. You don't start off with, I'm going to run 26 miles. Why am I having this discussion? What you would look at is breaking it down so it's something realistic. Hi Lou. So it's about breaking things down, or it's about focusing on something completely different. Something completely different, like I did yesterday. And what that's done is it's just given me the headspace, it's given me the ability to be able to then take that that's in my head on my desk, walk away, come back and go, right, okay, some of that I don't even need, some of that over there I'm not going to look at. Hi Jess. And then some of it I'm going to start looking bit by it. But while it's in your head, because you can't actually see it, the pile always seems a lot bigger. So I'm hoping that has made some sense to you. Thank you for bearing with me yesterday. It was lovely how you allowed me to just be me and all over the place. I was saying to my friend Louise, she phoned me yesterday, and I said it's quite difficult for me to feel and be vulnerable in front of you, because I have in my head that I've got responsibility to almost kind of be positive. However, I also think it's realistically it's my responsibility also to show you that we have days where we have days and we have our moments. It was interesting actually yesterday. For one that I thought it was all over the place, it's had like 1,600 views. Weird. So maybe, right? Maybe I need to be a little bit more out of it every day. No, I think I'd drive me mad. So thank you all of you for your support yesterday. It was really kind of you. And I know a few of you messaged me as well to make sure I was all right. I was all right actually, and I felt much better after that session yesterday too. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. That was really kind of you to accept me for who I am. And I felt that was important that we had that discussion, because I'm always asking you to be who you are and to just be you, and then for me to come on and not be me, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. So thank you all of you. I'm just rubbing my hands now going, please like me, please like me. Oh, just when do you think you get over that? There it is again. Thank you everybody. Love it. We are all human, aren't we? And I think that's really important. I think it's really empowering as well when we realise that we are all human and we all have our moments. But I just wanted to say thank you for reaching out to me and asking if I was all right and looking after me. So thank you for that. Much appreciated. I'm feeling much better. I felt out of it yesterday. I probably rubbed off on you. Right. Shall we do, this is my new concept by the way. Hi Esther. I was talking to Jess actually this morning, so please, oh thank you Jeff, I'll have that hug. Have a think about this, will you everybody? So I'm thinking about a new concept for classes. Is usually I do something called I Am I Can, which is just a title for a class that covers anybody. Shelley, you've been with me long enough. You were helping me out, weren't you, for about 12-18 months on the I Am I Can. So I Am I Can covers, it's a bit like we do here. So we're chatting, we pick a topic, usually out of the sky, usually with what's going on with me, I'll be honest with you, usually what's going on, and we use a topic, and that can cover resilience, it covers confidence, it covers loss, it covers so many things depending on what's going on and what's brought up in the class. So it's called I Am I Can, but it's basically what we do here. It's my 15-20 minutes chat now is a 2-hour class condensed into 20 minutes. Because unfortunately I can't get you to all talk, so that's condensed into that. And then usually I do the separate mindfulness class, which has usually got a topic, but we've got a bit longer with the mindfulness session. It feels like to me at the moment we've condensed the two things together totally, if I'm being honest, by accident, because I started off doing just mindfulness. But I quite like this concept. I quite like this. Let's have a discussion about this. Let's have a chat about that. And whether it's an uplifting one, whether it's touching on how we're feeling, whether it's dealing with what's going on in the world, I think that's important to carry that on. But I really like having the session at the end where we do our relaxation and our meditation part as well. So it's almost kind of gives our mind that little bit of space and that little bit of time to just digest if there was anything within what we've been talking about that you needed. Sometimes you kind of think, I don't need that, actually, I'm all right. That's a really good thing, because actually what a lovely way to feel if you sit there and go, I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. Wonderful. Let that confidence grow within you. And actually, if we're talking about something in specific and you think, like we did yesterday, there were so many of you that went, I'm feeling like that today, Nick. You know, it gives us that moment to think about, all right, okay, was there anything there that Nick said that I can relate to? And if not, that's also good. Sometimes you can think, I know I'm a South Fridays too show. Sometimes you can think to yourself, no, I didn't get any of that actually, Nick, but what I did get was this. So I think that to me is kind of how my classes work. It's not me saying if you do A, B, C and D, you're going to end up there, because if it was that easy, they'd just have a book called A, B, C and D, other than the dictionary, that you could all buy and it would be fine. The idea is I can talk to you about things I've discovered, I've struggled with, I still struggle with, and then we can find a way together that works most importantly for you. So that is the concept that I'm looking at, is that we bring the two classes together to keep doing things online, because I wouldn't have thought, if I'm being honest with you, of necessarily putting meditation at the end of I Can, but I quite like this, so I think that's what we're gonna give that a go. Let me know what you think about that. What I could do with as well, please, if you would do, before we do the meditation, before I send you all off to sleep, can you please message me below what you would like me to cover in some of the topics on the chat part? Because obviously I'm doing it every day, Monday to Friday. It would be really helpful to me if I know what you would find helpful for me to cover. So if you put in the messages below, I'll have a look through them. It just gives me an idea of what kind of topics you want me to talk about. I'll be honest with you, it helps me a lot. Because there's some days when I know what I'm going to talk about, and then there are other days when I go, what should we do today? Sleep and anxiety, right, I can do that, I'll have a look at that. So if you would let me know what subjects you would like me to touch on, and then what I will do is I'll make a list of those and I'll look to get those covered in the next couple of weeks. That'd be great, because I might as well, with the greatest of respect. That's what I do in my classes as well. Why are you here? How can I help you? So that's what we'll do. In fact, I'll put a post on as well. Why are we here? How can I help you? And that will help me no end, because it gives me a bit more, again, gives me some more direction with regards to my focus. See? Asking questions, you're giving me answers. It's great. I love that, Dawn. I'm late, but hello. Hello. Thank you, Dom. Let's settle down now, shall we? You're just doing, oh, thank you, G. You're all so kind. It's no wonder I love doing these classes, is it? I just love coming here. You're all so kind. Right, let's get ourselves settled. Let's do the last 10-15 minutes getting motivated. I'll stop. I'm going to, if it's okay, stop looking at the things coming through, because I get distracted very easily. That used to have I used to happen in all my reports. Lovely girl, distracted very easily. It's not changed. Right, let's settle ourselves down. So, I don't know about you now, but I always think about that lake that I go and walk around. So just think about a lake or a pond that you can visualise in your mind's eye, and just imagine that you flicked a pebble into the pond, and you're just giving yourself that moment now just to watch as the pebble's gone in. You've heard it, that plop noise. I love that noise. And you're just watching now as the ripples start to work their way outwards. Morning, Ellie. That's good timing, this. We're just getting settled down now. So just give yourself a moment just to settle yourself. I always imagine myself, like I say, in my mind, like that pool. Just giving it a moment now, listening to the birds. If you're sitting like me, with a connection with your feet on the floor or a surface, if you've got your feet up, wonderful. If you're lying down, wonderful. If you sat up, so you're sat up but you're not too upright, you're just comfortable, you're supported, shoulders are back and the muscles are just sliding down the back, so you're feeling relaxed. Hands are resting on your lap. Hi Jenny, that was good timing. Just getting ourselves settled. And then let's all of us together take a really nice big deep breath in. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time all together, really nice big deep breath in, breathing in. And this time releasing any tension, let it go. Just allowing yourself to settle. I invite you, if you choose, just to close your eyes. Sitting here, just enjoying this moment of stillness and calm. I can feel the warmth of the sun on my shoulders. It's just melting away any tension. Allow your jaw to relax, your tongue to drop into the bottom of your mouth. Easing off any tension in your forehead. Allowing your cheeks just to relax. Allow the area between the bottom of your nose and the top of your lip just to go. Allow the whole face to relax. Gently breathing in and breathing out. Enjoying the warmth, gentle breeze. Allowing yourself this time. Relaxing. Just allow any tension in your shoulders just to melt away. Slowly we'll start from the top of our head and work our way down, just like a light, starting at the top, just observing any places that feel tense or stressed and just shining that light on it gently and asking it to go. Spend a moment in your mind being grateful and thankful for everything that it does for us, but giving it permission to just be for a while, to just listen to the birds that are singing, feel the warmth on our skin. Thanking the mind for everything that it does, but letting it know it's fine just to take a break, to just be, and just to allow yourself to focus on just one thing at a time. and enjoying that experience. Just allowing yourself to breathe. Nice, restful breaths as you focus on one thing at a time. Enjoying that experience. In your mind's eye, imagine that you're walking through the most beautiful garden. And they've asked you if you would be kind enough to water part of that garden with a watering can. Colour the watering can whatever colour you would like. It's full, but it's light. It's easy for you to lift. Just run your fingers through the water. You can feel that coolness on your fingers. You can see the different colours of the rainbow that's reflected off the water that's in there. You find the most beautiful plant. Could be a rose, hydrangea. Imagine the most beautiful plant in your mind and the colour of it. And I want you to look at the plant and take a lovely, big, deep breath in, breathing in the scent of that plant, breathing in and breathing out. Looking at the different colours of the leaves and the petals. Breathing in the vibrancy of each individual petal. Listening to the birds, feeling the warmth of the sun. And I want you, because you'll be able to, because it's light enough, the watering can, to just lift it up and pour it over the top. We're not going to worry about the sun kind of being too hot for it. In our mind's eye, that's okay. I want you to just pour slowly from this watering can. And I want you to watch as the droplets start to fall upon the leaves and the petals of the beautiful flower that's in your mind's eye. And I want you to just observe as the sun bounces off each droplet, the colours of the rainbow. I want you to hear the water as it's running down over the leaves, down to the roots below, giving that flower its energy that it needs for the day. As you're standing there next to the flower, you soak up some of that energy into the bottom of your feet too, giving you the energy that you need for today. Keep going with that beautiful watering can. It's not heavy. Just observe the different colours on each petal. Putting your hand under the water, feeling that water trickle over your fingers. Enjoying how that feels on your hand. The warmth of the sun on your skin and the water that's cool on your hand. And as you're pouring that water through the watering can, imagine that any worries or stress or tensions are being poured away, down back into the earth, where it's no longer needed. Let it go. And as the last of the water starts to run out of the watering can, any troubles or any worries that are on your mind, just allow them to go with that water. Just allow them to pour over the plants, and the earth will just get rid of them. It's no longer needed. Allow them to go down through the plant, down through your feet into the earth, letting them go to be replaced with just that wonderful calm and warm feeling of the sun. You can still feel that coolness on your fingers from the water. Feeling refreshed, having energy, feeling vibrant. Taking in those colours, drinking them in. Listening to the birds. Slowly, if you choose to, in your own time, come back into the room. If you want to stay where you are, you're more than welcome. If you choose to come back, you might want to move your shoulders a little bit, wiggle your toes, have a nice stretch. That's nice. How was that? I could have stayed there for another 10-15 minutes, I will be honest with you. I have this vision though of you being all at home going, is she gone to sleep with her eyes open? Answers yes. Answers yes, I had. No, I hadn't. That was lovely. I hope that worked for you. The reason I did that, I can see, if you are awake, I'll just show you. Can you see have you seen those red roses? Gorgeous, aren't they? I'm hoping you could see those. Oh, thank you, Ali. It's a pretty top. Pretty. Rainbow. I was looking at the roses when I was talking, and I just thought about watering them. So that's where kind of the roses came from then. And it's interesting, we see the colour that they're red, but actually when you go and look at them, they've got the most beautiful, the different colour on the back of the petals as they are on the front. And they're almost like velvet that you want to touch. So that's kind of where that came from today. So I hope that worked for you, or I hope at least you were able to get some calm. That was, thank you Liz, get some calm. Was going around the lake in Cornwall while you're listening to that. Pauline, that... Oh, you was going round, not really going round in your mind you were doing. Sorry, I thought you were actually doing. That's what happens when I do mindfulness with my eyes open. I'm crying, laughing. I chose my local lake, chucked the stone in, scared Hissy Richard, and he screamed. Oh, Emma. I told you, I either make people laugh, I make people cry, or I send them to sleep. Usually in the same class. Right. Okie dokie, I'm going. So, thank you all of you. If you are still got your eyes closed and you're resting, know that when you do wake up, you'll feel lovely and refreshed. You'll feel fantastic. I am back at 1:30 if you want to join me for the Zoom. It'd be wonderful to have you there. The link I posted this morning, the link is on there. You just need to have Zoom on your phone or your iPad and you should be able to press it and join us. I'll be there from 1:30. Just more of where we're at, more mindfulness. I've got to try and keep myself awake till 1:30. That's the only thing when I do something at 1:30. I'm like, oh, keep awake. So it'd be fabulous to see you. If you're not, I will catch you tomorrow. It's Friday, isn't it? No, it's Thursday tomorrow. Oh my God, it's Thursday tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow morning for the walk, and I will see you tomorrow morning for mindfulness. I'm so sorry. I don't know what day it is. Don't know what my name is. Nothing new there. Have a wonderful time. Everybody, give yourself a hug. Oh, nice big hug, big hug, big hug. Oh, that's nice. I can feel all those hugs. That's really nice. Oh, nice big hugs. Mwah, mwah. Big kisses to you all. Thank you, and I will see you 1:30 today, or I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day and be careful. Take care.